I think that'll do, right? All right, let's try this again. Hey folks, friends, how are you? Glad to see you guys all joining me here. What is going on? Am I still not live? Okay, here we go. Yes. Oh, that's excellent. Perfect. All right, so, friends, folks, guys, gals, it is blizzarding out, so I am not going anywhere right now. I've already looted the farmhouse in Pleasant Valley, so I don't have anything left to do in here, really. Let's, try repairing some clothing, then. I might have to spend the night here. But we'll find that out here in just a moment. It's pretty cold on the mountain, so I want to make sure all my clothing is up to snuff. We'll speed through all this. A few broken repairs. And that's the rest of my clothing. Let's double check. I have a... what? Nope. Right here. Plus 13 on warmth, so that's not too bad. Let me double check my food supply. I got 1.8 liter water. That's good. Let's eat that. I have 3 uncooked potatoes. Some maple syrup. Could use the oil. 35 kilos, 0.35 kilo versus... oh, wow, I definitely don't need 2 of them, but yeah, that's 0.1, so... that'll be alright. What do we got here? Let's drop that. I got 3 pieces of coal, 2 wood. Let's drop that too. Don't have much there, don't have much there. Scrap this stuff. What else do I have here? Hey, Shane. How's it going, man? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for joining me again tonight. Just shedding some inventory here before I head up to the mountain. There it is. That's what I meant to do. I definitely don't need all of those. And drop 3 of them. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that too. Drop a little bit of food out here. Including these guys. And yeah, I'm gonna drop that too. Give that a munch down. And drink me my water. Alright. It's kind of foggy out. It's gonna be getting dark soon. So instead of heading out, I'm just gonna cook this food here. My own fire. Use the cedar wood. Start cooking all these. Cooking up some pancakes. Might as well start cooking some coffee too. And the peaches. Yeah, Shane, definitely get to carry a lot more when you don't have to carry the rifle or pistol. That is 100% accurate. I don't know how much the rifle weighs. What is it, like 3 kilos roundabout? That is a heck of a lot of weight. Ooh, rose hips pie. Let me cook that up. That's one of the country comforts. 11 minutes there. That's done. Made coffee, cooking level 4. Grab one of these. Cook some water up. Oh. Oh, peaches. Peach pie, why not? Hey. 19... What should I have? 50 minutes on there. Ooh. All right. Yeah, you know, just gonna cook some more water. Hey, Homestead, how are you? Thanks for joining me, man. I wasn't gonna leave during the storm. Now that it's dark out, I need to lose some of my alertness. But I'll probably just have to pass some time in the bed. Drink up all that water again. Now, before I head out, I do not. All right. Oh, I did not want to do that. That is not what I was looking to grab. Maybe grab just that. All right, I have 30, almost 39 kilos. Drop some of the Drop some of these. Food that'll go bad here. That too. All right. Now, let's head back inside. Upstairs to a bed. The hammer is the best tool for wolf struggles. So I feel like I should bring that with me. All right. I'm going to pass some time here. I want to leave a little before noon tomorrow. About 12 hours from now, roughly. I have about 7 hours of sleeping, give or take. Drink that so I can get some extra restoration on my condition. And let's sleep for the 7 hours. Not too bad. I guess it could have been better. I'm gonna eat these carrots. I shouldn't. I should not eat the carrots, no. Definitely not gonna eat the carrots. And of course it's blizzarding out. You can hear the shutters on the window. It never wants to give me a break, you know? Try to do something, it's like, nope, I'm gonna throw a blizzard at you. Trying to keep my well-fed bonus. I guess I should just go back inside and hook up some more water, maybe? How much do I have? 2 liters? That's enough. I don't need any more of that. Alright. Let's read a book then. That'll pass some time. It'll also improve my sewing skills. Did the storm just stop? Yeah, it's almost there. All right, let's read for 1 more hour. All right, there we go. Righty-ho. Apollo is out, and he's ready for me to go up to the mountaintops. Although I'm not going to be pushing a boulder, so just 1 trip up. That's all I need. I like following the water because I don't think I'll run into any wildlife down here. I could. I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying I don't think I will. See you two commenting in the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't even think to ask you that last night, Shane. What is your longest survival? All right, I got all day, well, half a day. So I'm not going to run because I don't want to lose my fatigue. I wonder if I should go to the plane crash up here. I never find any clothing up there, although it's supposed to be a pretty good spot for some. Any wolves here? Give me a bark if you're a wolf. No? Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make it up to the plane crash. I'm gonna head to the plane crash. My prediction is that I'm gonna find a can of soda, a pair of socks, and a pair of gloves. Pick up some of this birch bark here. That'll be good. That'll help me regain some condition. Oh, just sticks over there. Might as well pick up the reclaimed wood. Be anything else over here? Shane got 650 days on Stalker. You completed the tails. I have not completed any of the tails. And your first interloper run. Day 30. I remember you saying that yesterday. Walking up this trail here. There might be a bear at the top. Sometimes it likes to hang out by the plane crash. See if I can find those crows anywhere. Oh, they're there. Whenever you see crows circling, there's always a dead body. Oh, there it is. Kind of floating there a little bit. I don't see any feathers. Probably because it just stopped blizzarding, but there still should have been some. I think I have about 33 of them right now. It is a very good experience. Got beautiful visuals. Challenging, but not too brutal, I guess. Pilgrim's a walk in the park. It is single player only. There is a mod that you can do multiplayer on if you're on PC, but I've never experienced it. I saw a couple videos. Looks a little janky, but not too bad. Check out this cave right over here. There's a dead elk right there. Maybe there'll be some feathers on that guy. Polaroid. Ooh, right by the cougar. I wonder if that's the radio control tower, maybe? There's a bed there for you to sleep in. Just take a quick look at that. Where? There we go. Polaroids. Yeah, so right there's that's the house I stayed in last night. So yeah, that's got to be by the control tower, the radio tower where I stopped when I first came in this map. All right, no more waiting in there because it's still kind of chilly. Got plenty of teas. Should probably cook one up though. Oh, there's a feather. Takes 3 feathers to make 1 arrow. Unless you're doing fire hardened arrows, and then I think it's 4 for 5 or 5 for 3 maybe? Yeah, 5 feathers for 3 arrows of the fire hardened variety. And right up here's the plane crash. I'm going to start all the way at the tail and then work my way down. Although I should probably start down there, work my way up, but I'm already here. All right, so gloves, socks, and a can of soda. Yeah, no bins in here. Don't think there's anything over this knoll. Nope. Another suitcase. Oh, baseball cap. I was not expecting that. On the same level as socks, though. Oh, there's the hat. There's another hat, I mean. Check these overhead compartments. Be careful when you open these because things might have shifted during transportation. Just throwing that out there. A few more bits and pieces here. Ooh, 3 hats. That's outstanding. Oh, here's the soda I was looking for. Here's another body. In the Winter Mute storyline, you actually have to come up here and rescue somebody and carry him back. Oh no, I absolutely hate the Cougars. They're a terrible addition to the game. They're not a terrible addition, but I don't like them. Not about to turn them off, but definitely keeping my distance. And speaking of the cougar, I did some metagaming, and I've scheduled my route through Timberwolf Mountain to make sure that I get away from the cougar. Yeah, homestead, the storyline is called Wintermute. Ooh, ear wraps. That is amazing. I'm going to put those on right now. There are 4 episodes to the Wintermute storyline. There's going to be a 5th one eventually. You don't mind the ear wraps? Well, I got nothing better to put on right now. So I think if I make my way up to Ash Canyon and get the... That sounded kind of weird. If I get the crampons, that'll take 1 spot. And then, you know, moose-hide satchel, maybe, for the 2nd spot, but I don't think I've ever made a moose-hide satchel. He's in Timberwolf the Cougar, yeah, he's kind of sort of next to the entrance to Ash Canyon. Hopefully he's not going to be too far down on the trail that I need to go. But if he is, then I'll just take it a little bit wider to the left and Billy Goat my way down to that ravine there. Starting to pick up a little bit of wind here. And check out this hunting blind. Sometimes there might be matches or, you know, a stim. Maybe some first aid stuff. Now that the wind's blowing, I need to pull out a flare that will not go out in the wind. Nothing in this guy. Ooh. More birch saplings. I gotta get it. You think he's further out to the right there? If I hear him, man, I don't know if I trust you, but I get scared. You know, I'm gonna try to pop that guy. Oh, I lost him. Oh well. All right, it's getting cold. I gotta run this last bit out. I think this is the right way. That's the rope climb right there. Should be good through here, right? Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna hang out in that prepper cabin right there. Prepper bunker. Be careful of tinderwolves on the lake. Spawn sometimes there. Yes, that is correct. The regular wolves now spawn on top of the summit as well. I had to fight some of them off last time I was up there. Used to be a safe area, but not anymore. Pull this guy out, see if I'm missing anything small. Nothing underneath the shelves. Can of beans. They allow you to open to that, but there's never anything in there. Alright, I think I got everything. Alright, let's take care of some of these clothing pieces. Harvest the ones I don't want. Let's not repair the ones I don't want. And drink some water here too. As far as predators, there are two types of wolves, a regular black wolf and then a tan timber wolf. Timber wolf always hunts in packs. You have to break their morale to scare them away. The regular wolves are easy enough to get away from. There are bears in the cougar, and although the moose is not a predator, he can do some serious damage to you. If you get stomped, trampled, or stomped by the moose, then you're going to have broken ribs for, I think, 30 or 60 days on interloper, one or the other. It's definitely not something you want to mess with. See, I think I can make it to... what is it? The Mountaineer's Hut, I think, up in Timberwolf. It's kind of blizzarding, though. You know, I totally forgot, but I have to climb that rope, which means I cannot be overweight at all. I need to shed 7 pounds. 7 kilos. I got 2 of them right there. Oh. Let's, put these back down in this prepper bunker. Let them cure up. Drop that too. Kilo and a half of cedar wood. Kilo and a half of that and books. Alright, let's refuel this. That's 0.6 kilos. It's not worth it, but... I need to keep that. I'm gonna drop the hammer here. I don't think I'm gonna need this up there at all. I'm gonna drop that too. Gonna need that though. Ooh. There we go. Grab a bunch of those. Up one more. Perfect. Drink coffee just because. Myself a little extra stamina climbing up this rope. And now I'm overweight again. That's okay, because I'm up the rope. A safe area right here. Till we get to Timberwolf Mountain. We'll see if the moose is right outside of the trail. I have 8 birch saplings back in Mystery Lake, and I got 5 birch saplings there. I have two maple saplings at the overlook, and 1 in the cabin, camp office. It's kind of going over a mental inventory of where all my saplings are. And here we are in Timberwolf Mountain. It's really not that cold at all right now, which is nice. I am tired, though. Hey, Pookie, Dwayne told me they are playing him a nose tackle this season. Nice. That'd be good. Number 90, man. I'll look out for him for sure. Pick up a couple of these sticks here. Go Bills, for sure. 100%. And right there's the summit. That's where I need to go. You can kind of see the plane crash right there a little bit. Right in between the peak on the right. Kind of comes down a little bit there. Whole bunch of good gear up there for sure. I don't see any moose sign here, so it's pretty good. Lots of sticks out here. Lots of branches, I mean. Yeah, a little bit more birch bark. Oh, here's a sapling. Yeah, you know, might as well, right? Got enough heat. Doesn't seem like there's any predators around. I think that was another piece of birch bark right there. Thought I saw a bear moving on the hill. But it was not. It was just a stone or a boulder. And here is my hut. Ah, they were playing him out of position last year. Yeah. I guess you gotta fill in wherever they tell you to, but you know, training and whatnot makes it a little bit easier to play the position you're familiar with. That's for sure. All right, what do we got in here? That rope right there. Definitely not taking that with me anywhere. Let's do a quick looting session in here. Don't want that, but it's... eh. I'm gonna leave that there. Another book. This is cooking book? Yeah. Almost cooking level. I just turned cooking level 4. I was about to say almost cooking level 5, but that's not true at all. Okay. Now, I'm too tired to climb the mountain just now. And if I'm being honest, it's a little too dark for that anyways. So. I'm gonna drop my cedar wood here. Turn that into some tinder plugs. I'm gonna drop these matches and put them right here. For future, you know? Dog food's ruined. Let's drop that. At 34 kilos, I got 1.6 liters of water. And 54 cattails. So let's start eating some of these down. It's 2.5 kilos of cattails. That's a lot of cattails in my pocket. Let's try fixing up some of these stuffs again. Looks like reading that book didn't really help me that much. Scrap these guys. $70 on that. All right. I'm gonna drop this here just because I probably won't need it up there anywhere. All right. And that's coming down pretty hard now. All right, let's take a nap for 9 hours. Still coming down a little bit, huh? Let's drink a little Summit soda because I'm hitting the summit. It's past a few hours. I don't want to leave first thing in the morning because it's too cold. Can't sleep. Gotta wait for the sun to come up. Dusty dog food. Oh, that was the wrong button. $500 calories of dog food in my belly. You know what? I should probably eat the food that's out front first. Oh, I didn't even think about that. What was that? I got a headache from eating a sweet dish. Maybe about an hour, huh? All right. See how cold it is outside right now? This past couple hours, let the sun come up a little bit higher. Let it warm up a little bit more. It's still coming down. Okay. Are you talking about the... When you say eat the other pie to make the headache go away, are you talking about the peach pie? Because I think I already ate all of those. This is the only pie I have left. I think it's just a debuff, really. It's pretty short. It's just an hour. Almost noon. I'm gonna sleep for an hour. Hopefully the wind will die down a little bit. That sounds like it's dying up, though. Huh? Oh, perfect. There we go. Of course, and now we have the fog. Oh, there's peach pie. Okay, it's not too cold out. So if I stick my head in this fishing hut here, I should be one arrow up maybe on the heat. Yep, there's a wolf. Another memento. Toque. Gunsmithing, I don't need that. Sewing kit, I don't need that either. It is warm. I kind of want to do some fishing though right now. Wait for the fog to lighten up. Let's do that. What about an hour's worth of firewood on here? Of course, I probably won't be able to fish at all, because I have to break through the ice. That takes forever. Four degrees down on temperature. There we go. See how long it'll take me to break this ice here. Got about an hour and 5 minutes on the stove. Still pretty foggy out. So it took 20 minutes, roughly. Try fishing for 2 hours. Goldeye. That was a new fish. Smallmouth bass. Leave those here for when I get back. And of course it's getting chilly out now. I got some wind in my face. The bait fish, are you talking about the goldeye? I probably will cut one of them up into bait. Or are you talking about using the fish to bait the wolves? Dropping a decoy. Sometimes there's a bear, sometimes there's more wolves over here. And then I think the cougar's going to be up that way, I believe. I'm really risking it with this wind and my little torch. Trying to be nice and quiet so I can hear the cougar in my headphones. The goldeye is good to use for fish bait. Yeah, you know, if it's small enough, yeah. I didn't check out the weight of it. Oh, there's the bear. And that's where I need to go. So. I don't think I redirected the bear. I did not. Now I redirected the bear. All right. I'm kind of thinking that I should go to Ash Canyon right now. Get that technical backpack. That'll get me up to 40 kilos worth of carry capacity. I'm right up here. I might as well do it, right? What do you think, Shane? Should I head up to the Ash Canyon and get the technical? If anyone else in the chat wants to give me an opinion, definitely more than welcome to. Hit Ash Canyon before you summit. That's what I'm thinking too. All right, that's the plan then. Cook up the fire, get me some more torches coming. Nope. Probably find another jerry can up in the mine as well. There we go. Good fire. Drink up some water. Well, I should probably cook some then, because I'm all out. Pick up this stone. Both those coffees are hot. Get 4 torches out of this fire. Drink that one for the fatigue. And on my way to Ash Canyon. I always like having at least 2 stones in my pocket. As evidenced by not directing the bear with the first stone and having to use the second one. Running pretty low on teas. Let's collect a little bit of those. And might as well grab the fire too. pretty good torch right there. Thought for sure that torch is going to be ruined by now. There we go. And here we are in Ash Canyon. Let's take a little quick peek down here. Yeah, why not? Definitely a shortcut right there. I don't think I've ever gone down that way before. Hopefully I don't run into too many wolves. There's an elk. Hopefully there won't be too many wolves at all then. I climb up this ridge right over here, and there's a cabin up top. I think I've been on for about an hour now, so I'm thinking I probably, once I climb up that ledge, I'll probably call it a night in there. I don't know if I want to... Should I make it up to do the rope climb instead, actually? Nah, I gotta... There's some good loot here. I gotta take care of that little cabin first.
This stuff will come in handy.
Cougar territory. I think the cougar's over that way somewhere. Pretty far away from the cougar right now. Did I look in this bin back here? I did not. One piece of coal, that was worth it. Alright, right there's that. That means the rope climb is right there. Right? Yeah, I see the rope. Yep, rope climb's right there. Means I need to go a little bit further over here. I did not mean to do that. There is a shortcut up this mountain. Definitely staying away from the cougar. 100%. Although, I'm probably going to have to walk past it to get back to Timberwolf. Because I don't want to go out the same way I came in. The other transition into Ash Canyon also goes to Timberwolf Mountain, but there's a cave, and it's further up the mountain than how I got down. I think this is where I need to be, right? I think so, yeah. Goes all the way up. Yeah. So the shortcut to that little overlook, is you walk as far up this swell as you can. Then once you can't go up any further, you just turn left. And just billy goat your way down on the side of this hill. You're gonna sprain your arms and your legs. So once you kind of accept that, that was a bit of a fall right there. I might have fallen too far. I think I need to get up on top of that. Okay. All right. I think this'll work. This'll still work. Uh-oh. You preserve your altitude on 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 the sides like this. As long as it's not too steep. And when I say too steep, I mean as long as it doesn't like that. Kind of fall out from beneath your feet, so to speak. And now we're up here. There's usually a dead body here somewhere, but there's not. Oh. And if you pull out your campfire, then that wavy of the broken legs goes away. Oh, even if you hold the torch like that too, huh? Do a quick loot on the outside here. Nothing there. Nothing here. Alright, we'll head inside. See if I can find that rope. There should be a rope in this building. Ooh, combat pants. That's good. I don't need the sweatshirt. Dog food. There's the rope. More matches. Peaches and maple syrup. Okay. I'm going to go out. I'm going to deploy the rope before I forget about it. That way I don't have to do that billy goat climb up here anymore. You're saying the rope was already there? This rope is never here. I don't think I've ever had this rope spawn here. I totally climbed up that billy goat side for nothing. I could have just climbed this rope. That's disappointing. Oh well. Righty-ho. Now, let's head into this place here. Let's eat up some food. Yeah, that is weird. That rope is not supposed to spawn on Interloper. I don't even know if it's supposed to spawn on other difficulties either. Alright, so still bright and early. I got a lot of fatigue left, so... Yep. I'm just gonna head out here real quick again, then turn around, and that's gonna be the save game. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me tonight on this adventure through Great Bear Island. You know, another successful walkthrough, and we'll watch the sun go down. All right. Have yourself a good night, folks. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all later. Have a good night.